Hey guys, hey, I know it's been a long time since I've made any updates here on this channel. It's been a little while. As most of you by now probably know, I decided to stop uploading for a time, mostly out of frustration, and that frustration was largely caused, you guessed it, by the fatigue system in Action PC football. Man, I tell you, if this stuff would be better explained somewhere, or if I knew exactly what happened and why all of a sudden halfway through the season I couldn't use my star wide receivers that played every game, I would probably feel a little bit better about it, but it's a problematic system. That is definitely for sure. However, I don't think that it's necessarily time to completely pull the switch on the game, and that's why you see that the blog and the videos are still around. We're going to have more updates here, I think, in the future. I think we might come back a little bit slowly, maybe once a week on Sundays with uploads, and then we'll try to get something else slowly created. I'm interested in returning to playing old pro seasons, as well as starting to play some college seasons as well. What I'm particularly interested in is doing some sort of realignment, especially in terms of college football. I mean, you guys know what the news is very recently with the recent college football playoff standings coming out. I think that there's probably a lot that can be done in terms of taking another look at the alignment of college football and using a game like Action PC football to try to create a larger and perhaps more interesting project than what reality gives us right now. So look for stuff in the near future coming that way. I'm going to probably keep it at the beginning at sort of a theoretical level. We'll probably look at different ways that we can set up and arrange different teams, focusing, I think, temporarily at least on college football. And then eventually we'll probably get another project started and get one going. I do want to delay a little bit playing the game itself. Mostly because I want to make sure that I understand exactly what happened with the fatigue system and how I can avoid having this happen in the future. It's a tricky system, and I know this from talking with others who love playing Action PC football. You want to use fatigue, especially in-game, because you want to make it so that the computer can't just run the ball to the running back every time, which, as you'll recall, is the exact problem that we ran into. The computer was, with most teams, was overusing running backs and suffering no penalty for doing so, and yet I was punished for having an offense that passed frequently and was a little bit more efficient than it was in real life. And we need to figure out a way to sort of get around that. As I've said before, I think that the big problem is that instead of estimating like the percentage of, the percentage of offensive plays in which a certain person is involved and stuff like that, Action PC football seems to take a much more linear approach to looking at player fatigue, i.e. this guy was targeted X number of times in real life. You have targeted him a certain number of times, and so therefore he's going to be tired the rest of the season, regardless of the fact that you now have to overuse players that were very seldom used. So I'm going to look around, especially on the forum, see what I can find if there isn't a way to help solve this problem so that we can move forward. I still like the game. I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with Action PC football that you cannot do with its competitors. I'm also very interested in digging a little bit deeper into various formations, both defensive and offensive, and sort of looking at what things really represent and how things work, at least in theory, in real life. Again, there are a lot of people much more involved with American football than I have been who swear up and down that Action PC football is as realistic as it comes. I'm going to be honest with you, that hasn't really been my experience, but you have me intrigued, and I want to sort of dive in a little bit and learn more. Anyway, there you go. That's kind of what the state of things are right now, and that's where we're going to go here in the near future. And we'll leave it at that for the time being, but we are going to come back to this project here slowly but surely. Talk to you later. Bye.